All right. I don't know if anybody is in here. We have one vote for Marvel. Hi, Potato. Oh my God, it's Potato. Welcome to the stream. You're my only viewer at the moment. I've never done this before. Hey, everyone. If you're just joining the stream, whoa, there's a ton of people in here. I was not expecting this. I'm here to talk about Marvel versus DC. Kind of want to hear what you guys think. Who's doing better? We have, obviously, the Superman trailer and teaser just dropped, as well as open music. Yell medic. Oh, well, medic. If I yelled that right now, I'd probably get evicted from my where I live. If I yelled that right now, my neighbors would hate me. But we're talking about what's better, Marvel or DC. I've had a lot of opinions on this and a lot of my shorts, so I wanted to open up to everyone else and see what you guys thought. I, obviously am a huge sucker for Henry Cavill and what they're doing and how they're changing up what was, and David Cornsweet being the new Superman, and obviously all the stuff that Marvel's been doing, which has kind of ass recently. So wanted to see what you guys thought. Medic, I love that. I am YouTuber. Marvel to the end game. That's a good pun. Also, howdy. I don't know why you guys want me to say it. Don't know what it means, but howdy. Marvel. I'm a huge Marvel stan. I absolutely love it. I am looking at a sign that I should go grab that says Marvel. I have obviously the Captain and Spidey behind me. Yeah, they've just been kind of not good recently. And DC, what James Gunn is doing is just, it's really outshining everything Marvel's been doing. Potato asked what my favorite Marvel character is. I have Captain and Spidey over here, but I have Captain here, as well as this guy that I need to open, which I haven't done yet. So I also have Iron Man and a few other things, but huge Captain America guy. Yeah, I definitely go with Captain America. Are you watching Big Fight tonight? Thoughts on Potato? I like you. So here's what he looks like. It's the end game version. But what's interesting about this, I have another channel that I run with one of my best friends, Juan, where we open and go to toy stores and collect stuff like this. So if you're interested in that, that's called the Nameless Ranger, which is a pun on Power Rangers as well as, modern baseball, if you know who that is. Thoughts on the Superman trailer? Thank you, Mike from Evolve Inc. I appreciate that. A good friend of mine. I loved it. I have a lot of reservations. I think it was absolutely amazing. I think Superman looks good. What feels weird about the Superman trailer is that they jumped into it a little quick. It felt a little weird to me how he's already facing so many villains and has so many heroes alongside of him. It just feels a little rushed, but at the same time, kind of like they did with Tom Holland in Spider-Man and Marvel. We already seen the beginning and the opening of his whole character arc, so why redo it, which I respect. But at the same time, it just feels quick. It feels rushed. It feels like it's too comic accurate, if that makes any sense. But I'm looking forward to it nonetheless. I think James Gunn has done amazing things with the Guardians of the Galaxy, amongst a few other things. So I have really high hopes, and I think that the casting was great. Maybe Guy Gardner looks too much like the comic book accurate version, but I'm really looking forward to it. Me and the Nerd Shelf will run anyone in Marvel Rivals. That is absolutely true. Jenny Thong 09, if you're referring to the big fight tonight, I assume you're talking about maybe Ring of Honor. I know Ring of Honor is running the Hammerstein Ballroom right now, so I did watch some of that on Facebook Live. There's a 0 hour on right now, but maybe that's what you're referring to, maybe not. Yeah. So right now I'm a big DC guy, but also nothing's come out other than the Penguin, which was unbelievable, and Batman, which was also unbelievable. But right now, I think I really, really think. They did just release, if you watch my video today, they did just release a first actual look, not set photos, of Fantastic Four, and what they actually look like, and their suits and stuff. The Human Torch was released as well, and that also has to look exactly like. Who would win in a fight, a ferret or a weasel? That's a good. Ferret. A ferret would win in that fight. I want a ferret really, really bad, but they smell like ass. Wait, ferret isn't a character. Like just a general ferret. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of Marvel versus DC? Are you still Team Marvel? Have we reverted back to DC? Like, what's going on? I have a comment on my personal account that's actually gone viral for some reason, that it said DC has the books, but Marvel has the movies. And I still think that stands until we see more from DC. Who knows what's going to happen? Creature Commando. Yo, did you see Weasel's backstory? No, I didn't. I don't even know if you're being serious. I did not see Weasel's backstory. But yeah, Marvel for the win, everyone. To the two of you that are here, I really appreciate you for have never been done this before. Go Birds. Go Birds. Howdy. Sad stuff. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate you. I don't know who else is in here. It's you and one other lucky survivor who I appreciate very much. And for those of you who voted Marvel in the chat, how long have you been on, JR? I've been on for 9 minutes and 37 seconds. However, the first 2 minutes of that were me looking at it and going on my other channel to see if it was working, and now it's just you and me. Man. Well, the grind never stops. I'm going to keep going until more people come back on. It went from like 0 to like 40. And I was just like, what's going on? And then it slowly dwindled down to 0. But yeah, what do you guys think? If you just joined, what do you think? Marvel or DC? DC has a lot of amazing stuff coming out right now. So what are we thinking? Are we thinking that Marvel is just shit in the bed a little bit? Shouldn't have said that. Sorry, YouTube. Do we think Marvel is just in the gutter? Do we think DC, James Gunn, is about to come back and make a huge comeback for Batman on screen? In the DC universe, obviously. I'm not necessarily talking about Matt Reeves' The Batman. What do we think? Do we think Marvel's just needs a minute? They took a huge L after COVID, after Avengers Endgame. For me, was the last of Marvel in the MCU. I think after Endgame was over, we saw a little bit of fun in Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness. We also saw a little bit of fun with the next Spider-Man movie, No Way Home, which I really just think was a fan service movie. I don't think it actually played really well into whatever phase they were in with Marvel. But I think ever since then, ever since Endgame, the first 10 years of Marvel ended, that's when it kind of just went downhill. Superman got me super hype. Why you look like a song. Thank you. Yeah, Superman trailer got me super hype. I 6 videos on it. More to come on that. I really want to take a deep dive. If you guys are familiar with a few other platform art creators like New Rockstars and Soups and stuff like that, I love those guys, and I really want to try and do what I can. Yeah, the soundtrack of the summer. Really, anyone on here, just get off. I appreciate that, Twins Pryor. I do. Appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for hopping on. You versus Twin Pryor should be a wrestling match tonight at the Ring of Honor show. But yeah, I appreciate you hopping on, buddy. What are your thoughts? What do you think? What do you think's better, Marvel or DC? You look like Queso. Dude, I love Queso. That is a compliment. I don't know if you're trying to say some mean stuff right now, or if you're just, I don't know what you're saying, but Twins Pryor, thank you. I love Queso. Have you ever been to Pancheros in New Jersey? Yeah, Jake, is that really from 2012? That is from 2012. I love the shades. Jake, what do you think, Marvel or DC? What is better right now? What are you looking more forward to? Are you looking forward to Superman or the Fantastic Four, or both? You can say any of the other ones. I think Jake left. But yeah, this is my first ever stream, guys. For those of you that watch it back, let me know what your thoughts are. I think what Matt Reeves did with Batman. Yeah. Yes, Mike, let's get through Superman. I think there's a lot of good in here in Superman, but I also think they're pushing a lot all at once. Obviously, we see Hawkgirl in this new movie, but we also saw how bad Dr. Fate looked and how bad Black Adam was. Black Adam was horrible. That whole movie, Rock just kind of killed it. So I'm a little nervous to see so many heroes come back so quickly. But yes, would love to see, how many hours I get out of this, Mike, too. Thank you, Evolving, Michael. I appreciate you coming on and sticking around. It's always been fun to go on your stream, so it's cool to see you on what I can't believe is one of mine. But yeah, like I said, DC, Black Adam, horrible, trash, actually. So to see Hawkgirl and a few other characters immediately in the new Superman movie, I don't know how that's going to work out. I'm really hoping it's okay. Yes, I am going to leave this up as a video once everything is said and done. Hoping to get some more people in here. Don't really know how to drive more traffic. I know you can send this out to your own platforms. I'm not really sure how. I guess next time I could send it out and make it a post on YouTube to get some people in here, which I'm trying to build up. So I want to kind of build the community with you guys. If you are interested in talking about Marvel, DC, I cover Power Rangers pretty often, even though a lot of people are very opinionated with Power Rangers. I called Saban Sabin the other day. Sorry. That's just how I grew up calling it. So if I mispronounce anything, sorry. Yes, I do want to dual stream Mike very soon. I think we could do a lot of tattoo and superhero related videos. We could even talk about Black Adam and Rock's tattoos, or we could just get on live together and just, talk about whatever. Jenny Thong 09. I like your name. What fight are we talking about? Are you watching the big fight tonight? Unless you're talking about Ring of Honor, I'm not sure I know what fight is happening tonight. Yes, I would love to talk about fun stuff. A lot of what I do on here is, to me, fun stuff. So I love chatting about it. Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury. Oh, dude, I didn't know that. I said that like I'm a massive Tyson Fury fan, but I do enjoy watching it when I have the chance. Also, adios, Mike. I appreciate you jumping on. I'm a boxing guy I'm on the bandwagon. I'm on the bandwagon train. Thank you. I love this thing. I love Carhartt. If you ever have the chance, this one was actually, if you ever have the chance to get one, check their site more often because this color was being discontinued, and it was like $10. And like a really good hat was only $10. So I'm always keeping my eye out for something Carhartt because they make a really good shirt, hat, jacket. I actually have a ton of Carhartt stuff. And I just love orange. So, it's always good to have there too. So we're talking about Marvel and DC. What is better? Is it Marvel or DC? DC has a lot of junk stuff that recently came out. So we really want to get back to it. And speaking of DC, who's the best Batman? And I have a very weird opinion on this. I was saying Robert Pattinson for a little bit because it was pretty new. However, I think you have to break it up into three parts. You have to break it up into who's the best Bruce Wayne, who is the best Batman visually, and who is the best acting Batman. I think the one who portrayed Bruce Wayne is hands down Christian Bale. He was cocky, he was smooth, he was all you ever wanted to be, all you would ever see in Bruce Wayne in the comic books. Batman, who the most gritty Batman was by far Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson was gritty, he was down to earth. I mean, you have a grunge song like Nirvana playing you to the movie. So I think that was the most down to earth and gritty Batman. However, a lot of people disagree with me. And I made a video on this a while ago, and I'm probably going to make another one because I've learned a lot more on how to do YouTube. But the best comic book accurate Batman is not even close Ben Affleck. Batfleck looks the most like Batman. A lot of people have a different opinion on Batman. What makes him true? I think the most comic accurate Batman is how he's portrayed in the game, the Arkham Origins, Arkham Knight games. Obviously, voiced by Kevin Conroy makes a huge difference, but I think that is the best adaptation of Batman, live action wise. Ben Affleck looks the most like him. He's a brute, and he's a little bit older, but the suit looks most like him. And I just think he was the most accurate Batman. I'm not a big fan of the techie suit. Like Christian Bale's just looks like he's a member of a SWAT team, like he's a police officer running around with a bat cowl on. Not a super big fan of Christian Bale. Obviously, I love the Dark Knight movies. Don't get me wrong. I think they are phenomenal. But he's not my best He's not my favorite Batman. So I don't think I have a singular. That's wrong. I do have one singular favorite Batman. One singular favorite Batman, and that is Kevin Conroy, the guy who voiced him in the Batman animated series, as well as the video games. Kevin Conroy is undoubtedly the best Batman. And I know he essentially just voiced him, but tell me someone else who has a better voice. Tell me someone else who is as better as Mark Hamill as Batman. Sorry, I got my thoughts confused. Kevin Conroy as Batman. And then I was going to say no better antithesis to Batman than the Joker, and that played by Mark Hamill. I mean, Mark Hamill is just unbelievable. Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy, rest in peace, as Batman and Joker, will never be topped in any live action, animated, anywhere. Jason O'Mara was an incredible Batman too, I think, animated wise. And obviously, Heath Ledger was one of the better Jokers live action. So there's other people out there who could portray these roles. However, I really don't think you get better than Kevin Conroy. You don't get better than Kevin Conroy. You don't get better than Mark Hamill. And I think those two guys, such as Batman and Joker, have a huge contribution to why DC has been successful in the animated movies. So let me see. Let's get a poll going. No, keep that poll. Favorite Batman? Yeah. Who is favorite Batman? Let's do that. Star Q&A. Cool. Who's your favorite Batman? Who's your favorite Batman? 2 questions here. Who's your favorite Batman? And what does he do? No, I'm just kidding. It sounds like Arnold from Jingle All the Way. Who's your favorite Batman? And what's better right now, Marvel or DC? With the Superman trailer coming out and the Fantastic Four first look coming out at the very same time, what are we thinking? Who is the leading competitor in comic books right now, live action? What do you think the best is, Marvel or DS on computer games? What do you think the best is, Marvel or DS? Can you explain what DS is? I don't know what that is. Or maybe I just don't know what you're asking. I love most Marvel games, but Marvel Rivals right now. I'll wait for your response too. But Marvel Rivals is insane. I literally have it right here. Marvel Rivals, my guy is Groot. Offensively as a tank. When I'm playing the back, Jeff the Landshark, he's my absolute guy. Oh, no worries. What do you think the best Marvel or DC on computer game? Marvel or DC game in general? That's a really good question. I didn't play it on PC, but I really loved Batman Arkham Asylum. I think that game was far superior than the others. I think Kevin Conroy coming back to play Batman. What do you think the best is, Marvel or DC on computer games? I think Kevin Conroy's Batman, as well as Mark Hamill coming back to play the Joker, was unbelievable. I think just being able to get them back to play Batman and the Joker one more time multiple times, was just awesome. Those two are the antithesis of each other. Not only Batman and Joker, but also Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill. There's no one that's ever going to top them, regardless of live action or animated or anything like that. Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy are Batman and Joker, hands down. But that would definitely be my favorite game. I liked Arkham Asylum because I liked that it was inside. Arkham Asylum was in one place. So Arkham City, obviously, you had more to explore. I think open platform and open city games aren't always the best anymore. So in terms of Batman, or better yet, Jedi Survivor, Jedi Survivor. It followed this, instead of just following a linear path, it had this big blown up, world about it. And not everything needs to be like GTA. Not everything needs to be big. I mean, look at, Call of Duty. They're good at one thing and they do it great. Well, some would argue otherwise, that it's kind of like Fortnite now, but games like that are just too big. Like the Spider-Man game is more of a primary example on how to make an open world game more direct. So Spider-Man PS5 or PS4, whichever one you played it on, which I think I did both, that is an open world game, but it's a bit more free in structure. Like Jedi Survivor, you had to go to different planets. I really liked about the Spider-Man on PS5. Well, I liked it on PS4 better because I liked the Peter Parker model better on PS4. I think Peter Parker just looked way better on that. I don't know why they changed it to look more like Tom Holland. I mean, how commercially viable do you really have to be? I don't think it was necessary. But yeah, I think that the Spider-Man open world game in that sense was doable. And you can also do it at your own pace, but you can also see it all. Yeah, you can what's the word? Not transform, teleport. You can teleport to different places, but you didn't have to because you wanted to swing around. You didn't have to wait for the whole world to load or load onto another planet in Spider-Man PS5 or PS4. That's why I liked it the most. But yeah, guys, tell me in the chat, who's your favorite Batman? It could be live action, Bruce Wayne. I should say as Bruce Wayne, as live action, most comic accurate, and also who do you think's winning in the polls right now, Marvel or DC? You can literally vote right there on the screen. I think with the Superman trailer coming out, it's a lot of rush and a lot of excitement in DC with James Gunn and David Cornsweet and the whole team there, but also Marvel. Marvel at the same time releasing Fantastic Four, but they only gave us a teaser. I'm asking about console computer games. I'm not sure. I don't understand. Those are two different things: console and computer. Console-wise, obviously, Batman, Arkham, and computer. I can't remember what it was called. I cannot remember the game. I'm gonna have to look it up. Was it Marvel? No, not versus Capcom. What was it? There was a Marvel game that I absolutely loved. Was it Marvel game? What was it? It wasn't the Avengers. There's been so much stuff. Remember back in the day when stuff used to just come out randomly on like PlayStation? Marvel Ultimate Alliance. That was it. Marvel Ultimate Alliance was like transcended video games for me. Marvel Ultimate Alliance was something I absolutely adored. I would always play the Human Torch because I thought he was more fun. And honestly, when I was a kid, I would just play the Human Torch because he could fly. Flying was cooler. Like it's like kind of like Marvel Rivals right now. I hate playing like as a tank because you can't get somewhere. Well, Venom can, but like Thor kind of can. But like if I want to play as Groot, I want to hit people with trees. But yeah, that's, if I can fly, it's better. What do you think is the best DC or Marvel on PlayStation, Xbox is? Oh, hands down. Oh my God, what was it just called? For Xbox, it was Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Marvel Ultimate Alliance was awesome. Always played Human Torch. Loved that game. And for PlayStation, I'm going to say PlayStation 4 Spider-Man game. With the original model of Peter Parker before they made him look like Tom Holland in PS5. Hands down. I 100%ed that game like twice. And then I also played the Miles Morales one when I got the PS5. And then I also 100%ed the second game, the Spider-Man 2 game, which I think the first game was better for Spider-Man. The one that came out on PS4, I think that was better. My second favorite was the one on PS5, Spider-Man 2. And then my third favorite was Miles Morales. I really enjoyed being Miles Morales. I liked that he had different powers and there was a difference and you could like have a team up. But at the same time, I kind of just wanted to be Peter Parker. I think simpler is better. Although Miles Morales' backstory is very interesting. I really like being able to switch between both in Spider-Man 2 on PS5. I thought that was really fun. Very interested to see how that was going to play out. And obviously you get to be Venom and you get to be fight Kraven the Hunter, which Kraven the Hunter, if anyone has seen it, I have not seen it yet because I heard it was garbage. I'm looking forward to going to see it. I heard it's really, really bad. But let me know in the comments what you think. Like, let me know. Is it worth seeing? I heard the fighting scenes are good, and that's what's kind of captivating about it. But I heard that that's all that's really good. I don't know if it's worth doing. I would like to, though. If I can find someone to go with. I don't really go to movies alone. But yeah, what are your thoughts? If you're listening, what are your thoughts? Batman, favorite. What's your opinion? Marvel versus DC. What are we thinking on the new Superman trailer? The new Superman trailer is going to be huge. I'm saying trailer, but it's kind of a teaser. It's kind of confusing because they had a teaser to the trailer, which was the look up thing, which I made a video on. And then they had a trailer teaser. So like you kind of get a teaser to the trailer and then a teaser trailer to the trailer. So like, what are we doing? DC, I show me more. My first opinion on it was like, they jumped in pretty quick. They jumped action shots. I was expecting more of a slow burn, but I get it. What do I think of the new Lion King coming out? I hate it. I don't like it. I love Lion King. I'm a big Lion King guy from when I was a kid. I love it, love it, love it. I love the original Disney one. I love Mufasa. I love it all. I just think that they recently, a few years ago, did a live action adaptation to it. All they did was replace the better actors with other actors, and they made the animals look more real. But listen, I don't know how many people are going to watch a lion talk and want them to look real. I don't even understand that. It's a talking lion. Where it's like big fun eyes like Sonic. Like when Sonic first came out, it looked horrible. And then they, fixed it for everybody. But yeah, I don't care to see a live action speaking lion. I didn't care about it then. So nowadays, I definitely think it's a little weird to have another live action Lion King, especially when there was so much controversy over the last one. I don't know, what did it come out, like 2021, 2019, something like that. I just think that was a weird adaptation to Lion King and just another money grab, obvious stuff. But yeah, I hate it. I don't think it's, I don't think I love it. Now, I love Disney. I think they have a way of Disneyfying everything, making it seem, less unique and more of just like Fantasyland, which that's what Disney is. But yeah, I don't know. I think, sure, make one, like make another Lion King movie, but make it Lion King, make it good. What do I think of Smile to Beetlejuice and Joker 2? I just said Beetlejuice. I didn't see Beetlejuice yet. My fiance loves it. I actually have been meaning to go out and see Beetlejuice. Smile, I'll get into after. Well, I'll say it now. The best marketing. Smile has the best marketing. It's actually eerie. It makes my insides like curl. Like it freaks me out. When you go and watch MLB games and watch baseball, and you just see someone in the, someone in the front row just smiling at you. That stuff made my skin curl and the hair on the back of my neck stand up. But Smile 2, I didn't see the second one yet, but I saw the first one and I was creeped out, and I'm looking forward to the second one. Beetlejuice 2, Michael Keaton, great dude. I mean, he's Batman. I mean, that's what we're here for, right? We're here for Batman. So, the Joker 2, I'm going to put the Joker 2 up with Craven. Both garbage, but I think Craven was garbage because it really was just not good. I didn't see it yet, but I've read all the reviews about it and seen everything, all the different forums about it. I am going to go see it. Joker 2, I don't think Joker 2 was as bad as people perceived it to be bad. I know that sounds crazy, but let me explain. Joker 2, after having such a successful first movie, such as The Joker with Joaquin Phoenix, you brought in another Harley Quinn. Wasn't necessary. Didn't need it. Like, there's too much going on. But 2, it was a musical, and I don't think people were expecting that. So the expectations were a little wonky and, quite askew with, the realistic expectations of what we're going to do with, Joker. Lady Gaga being in that role was kind of obvious. She was going to sing a little bit at least. But yeah, I don't think it was what everybody expected. So I think people went into the theater and halfway through were like, this is not what I want in a superhero or a villain movie. But at the same time, there's so many of the same superhero and villain movies that it is refreshing to get another one. But it just, no one goes in there to see Harley Quinn sing. We go in there to see the Joker become a menace. And that's what the first Joker did so well. Like the origin story of Arthur Fleck. Like they actually made Arthur Fleck, which a lot of people didn't even know his real name, right? Because, people that are watching these live action movies aren't always watching the animated stuff. So they might not know that Arthur Fleck is Joker's one of his original names. So being able to see the backstory of that there was awesome. However, the second one just did not lead into that. It just kind of went quite a bit awry. So right now in the chat, we have Marvel winning over DC. Marvel's at 83%, DC's at 17%. And I get it. I mean, Marvel has a huge train that chugged along the first 10 years behind it until they got into like DC mini shows and stuff like that. Marvel is king right now, but DC is on the up. We are getting a good Batman. We are getting something good out of this. So I'm really looking forward to it. Tell me though in the chat, what are your thoughts? Where do we think Marvel's going to go? Where do we think DC's going? We have what do we have? 3 existing Batman right now because Ben Affleck was still in talks to do a movie. Robert Pattinson is obviously doing Batman 2, and then they're going to recast a new Batman. So for the actual DC Superman version, which I'm looking forward to, David Cornsweet, who's actually born on the same day and year as me. And he's from Philadelphia, which, if you can't tell from my voice, I'm from Philadelphia. So I'm from good old Philly, dude. But David Cornsweet as Superman, Philly guy, love him. I think he's a great fit. I think age-wise he fits. So I think the Batman, I don't think the Batman that they're going to cast is going to be as old as Ben Affleck. Because Ben Affleck seems to be like in his early 40s. I think they're kind of getting someone who's like in their mid-30s, just a little bit older than Superman. Because, similar to Batman versus Superman, Batman's been around a while. He's a vigilante, so he's trusted. He's semi-trusted in this regard. But when Superman comes around, he's an alien. And he's new. So I think they're going to go for that type of mentality, because that's really how it is in a lot of the animated series that are on HBO Max and a few other places. That Superman is a little bit younger and Batman's a little bit older, and he's more wise. Batman is always perceived as more wise. And maybe popular, unpopular, I don't really care to see Batman in his early stages. Yes, new Batman movie coming out in 2026, and Jenny, sorry, I think I was saying Johnny earlier. Jenny, I'm really looking forward to it. Tell me your thoughts on what you want to see with the new Batman. With Robert Pattinson is not a direct reflection of how Joker 2 was with Joaquin Phoenix, because the Joker was awesome, incredible. Joker 2, not good. It was just simply not good. With Matt Reeves directing the first Batman, it is so good that when it came out, I'm really hoping that when they make the second one, they don't screw it up. Also, I don't think we need another Joker. I like the actor who is him, but I think the Riddler was awesome, and I think we should get something else. Another thing, one of my more recent videos, we're getting a Clayface movie. I'm saying all this stuff about Joker and, Riddler and all these other people. We're getting a Clayface movie. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I never expected Clayface to ever have his own movie. Like, the thing I know him most of is when that one time I don't know what series it was, but Flash called Batman. And Batman gets there, and he throws something, or Flash goes, "You almost missed your hand, yo." And Batman shoots him with his grapple hook, and it gets stuck in Flash's chest. And it turned out to be Clayface. And Batman goes, "You overplayed your hand, yo." Which Kevin Conroy could literally say anything, and, it'll be cool. But that's probably the most I know from Clayface. I know that's horrible. I need to learn more about Clayface. He kind of just reminds me of a thicker Sandman from Spider-Man. I don't know, they kind of just look the same. But Batman is that dude. Kevin Conroy's that guy. Who's the best Batman? What are we thinking? Let me know in the chat. Who should be the next Batman in the DCU besides David Cornsweet as the new Superman? I mean, in the new trailer, we see a lot of new foes, right? Like, Batman, yes, with enough planning, he could take down anybody. But at the same time, Guy Gardner is just going to one-punch him with the Green Lantern ring, and he's not going anywhere. Another thing I would really love to see is Injustice as a live-action movie. And there's multiple opinions on that, such as maybe you don't want to have Injustice as a live-action movie because it was so good animated and in video games. Why make it live-action? Because sometimes making live-action is not always better. So making live action is not always better, but I think in most cases... Oh, sorry, guys. Apparently, I set off my... Apparently, I set off my phone. I don't know how. Hi, Potato. I don't know how you got that name, but I'm so jealous. I want that name. I'm back. Welcome back, Potato. I'm happy to have you, buddy. I'm really happy to have you here. I'm not aware. I'm a big pro wrestling fan. And Happy Gilmore 2 actually has Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF, who's one of my favorite wrestlers. Oh, dude, Potato, thank you so much for subbing, man. I mean, I really appreciate that. If obviously I'm pretty new to YouTube, I was doing it on another channel for a little while, and I moved over to the Nerd Shelf. And I love being a nerd and talking about this stuff. So thank you so much. It seriously means so much to have you guys here and chatting it up about nerdy stuff, Batman, Superman. I think I was getting into Happy Gilmore too. I love Adam Sandler, but yeah, MJF being in that. He never grew his beard back when he went back to the pro wrestling ring, which I think is funny. But yeah, Potato, I know you meant sub, but I like that you said son. I think it's funnier. Yes, Potato is my golden boy, Jenny. He is now. I mean, listen, he's got a name like Potato. How do you even get a name? How do you even get that without it being taken? But Jenny, you are there too. You are also very appreciated for being in this live for so long. This is my first one. Like I said earlier, I'm 41 minutes in, and I've never done this before. So I appreciate you guys being here. There's 18 votes on Marvel versus DC, and I'm really leaning that Marvel is going to take the cake. But what do you guys want to hear? What do you guys want to hear about? What do you guys want to talk about? Let's have an open forum. Like, who's the best Batman? Marvel, DC? What's your thoughts on the Superman trailer? I do a lot of fun fact videos and a lot of trivial videos that I think are interesting to me. I also do a lot of Power Rangers. So I actually want to come on here. I'm actually nervous to do a Power Rangers live because so many people are very opinionated with Power Rangers, and sometimes I will mispronounce something like Saban, or it's Saban, but I think it's called Saban. Which it is. I know that. But I said Saban once and I got roasted. I also got roasted in my fun facts about Power Rangers Turbo video, which is a lot of discourse about that video because I said who had the best, who had the most helmets at the time, and it was at the time. And also I can't pronounce. Of course I can pronounce Car Ranger, guys. I couldn't pronounce the Gesh. See. Favorite Power Rangers season is Power Rangers Time Force. Thank you, Mikey. Power Rangers Time Force is the coolest one to me. I think having a time cop, it's kind of like the predecessor to Power Rangers SPD. Time Force had the coolest suits, had the Quantum Morpher, the Quantum Ranger. Wes as the Red Ranger was awesome. As a kid, it came out in 2001, so I was in about the first grade. So that one was super influential to me. Obviously, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 2 is the obvious answer. I have a Power Rangers tattoo. I also keep my dude with me at all times with the Dragon Dagger. This is my guy, amongst a bunch of other stuff. I also have a toy channel where we collect toys and review toys and stuff like that. So big Mighty Morphin Power Rangers guy, but if not for that, it's Time Force. Also Lost Galaxy and In Space and a few others that I didn't watch growing up, like Mystic Force. Learned about that after the fact. Love Mystic Force. Time Force for sure is my favorite. Also, did you watch Miriari Ranger? No, I did not. No, I did not. I'm so glad that you love Time Force though, because so many people are like, "Oh, Mighty Morphin or nothing." All right, well, what about even go further, like Mystic Force and Dino Charge? Dino Thunder was also amazing. Which that was on the cusp of when I started to stop watching. But no, I didn't watch. Is it Miri Ari Ranger? See, this is why I never pronounce stuff. I'm so bad at pronouncing it. No, I didn't. But Power Rangers is my jam. Like I said, I have a massive Power Rangers tattoo. Probably going to get more. I think I'm actually getting a tattoo in 3 weeks. Or no, actually, I'm getting it in 3 days. Oh, I'm glad I said that. I'm glad you asked me. I'm glad you brought up Power Rangers. Or I think I did. I don't know. Just having a good time. But yeah, Time Force by far. I started all the Sentai counterparts of my favorite Ranger season. That is so interesting. Can you understand Japanese? Can you begin to understand Japanese from watching that? Because a lot of people, I hear that when you're trying to learn a new language, you watch your favorite thing that you know the words to in another language. So I'm curious to know, I watch Japanese pro wrestling, so I know a little bit, like Ichiban and Gaijin and stuff like that. But I'm curious, did you pick up any of that? No, I didn't watch any of the Sentai versions, but I want to. I really want to. I know Japanese. Potato. Really? That's actually really cool. Like, please say something in this in Japanese. Subtle, so I watched that. Oh, okay. All right. That makes more sense. Yes. Well, the one thing I love to compare the Sentai version versus the American version is, I know I keep talking about it, but Time Force. That version of the show where Wes, the Red Ranger, I don't know his name in the Sentai version, where he loses the half of a helmet. I think that happens in Lost Galaxy too, but when he loses the visor in his helmet when I was a kid, that was so cool to me. That looked like the coolest thing ever. I don't know what it was, just the fact that you could actually see them through the Rangers, because even at that time I knew like they had stunt doubles, and because like the people that were playing it in America were like a lot bigger than those who were playing it in Japanese. So excuse me, that it's a different actor, so to be able to see their face while they're acting was really really cool to me. But that is the biggest comparison I make between Sentai and American. Do you want your YouTube channel to take off? You shouldn't have golden boys, and everybody should be equal on your channel. Jenny, why would you say that? You're all my golden boys. Oh, that sounds weird. Yeah, I don't know why I said that. That sounds weird. But this is my first live, and I love everyone. I recommend Super Sentai Jetman to you for a first Sentai watch. Which one is Super Sentai Jetman? Is that one that was portrayed here in America, or is that something that was only unique to Japan? Because I actually really want to do this, so you saying it coincidentally raises a lot of interest for me. Yes, Jenny, I was also very disappointed in Joker 2 as Harley Quinn, better on the Joker. Yes, I don't think there needed to be a Harley Quinn. I actually think that Margot Robbie is the best Harley Quinn, and I didn't think there was a reason to change it. I know it's two separate worlds, but I think they could have just did a different character. Like, they could have made another, female arc in it, whether it was a villain or a hero in the film. I don't think there was a reason. I don't think there was a need to recast anybody. But what are you gonna do? It was the season before Mighty Morphin Power Rangers season never got an Americanized due to it being so adult themed. Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? I'm pretty sure I'm familiar with this version. I think I've seen it on packaging. Packaging. Hold on one second. Okay. Let's see. I'll do. I thought Lady Gaga. I thought Lady Gaga was a class. I didn't know she could act. Oh my God, she's incredible. She's amazing, actually. Um, I'm opening a spice. For those, I just went mute for a second because my fiance walked in and she needed me to open something. So I'm going to open that while I answer this question. Yes, I thought Lady Gaga was. Yeah, no, she's amazing. She could sing. She could do everything. You guys want some allspice? I don't know what this does. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's like smelling salts. Imagine if it was a smelling salt and I'm on live and that was a smelling salt. Here you go. He just passed out. Thank you for knocking. I just opened up spices while talking about Power Rangers and Harley Quinn. But yeah, so, I've been on here 49, almost, a little under an hour. I really appreciate you guys coming on. Mikey, if you want to know more about my Power Rangers content, it's most of the content that I do on here. It's probably the most viewed if you want to take a look, if you're not already subscribed. Jenny, I really appreciate you being on here. You were on here the whole time asking me questions. And for my first live, that's really what I need. So thank you. I really, really appreciate you. Potatoes out there somewhere too, and Evolve Inc. and a few of the others. I really appreciate you guys hopping on here. It means a lot to just connect with you guys about Batman, Superman trailer, Power Rangers, all that good stuff. So definitely gonna come on here again soon and talk to you guys more directly. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment on any of the videos that I make or reach out to me on YouTube. I'm really looking forward to making more of these and I just hit the 50-minute mark. I think I was only talking for 48 minutes because I didn't know what I was doing the first two. So I don't even know how to end this. So like literally, I can like stop talking, but I actually don't physically know how to end it. There's a big X button. I'm going to try pressing that. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for engaging with me. I really, really loved having you guys here, and this has been so much fun. Superman, Batman, Power Rangers, all things nerdy, because that's the point of the Nerd Shelf. And before I leave, I'll say the Nerd Shelf, the reason for that is that a friend of mine, who we run another channel with, Juan, and over at the Nameless Rangers, that's the YouTube channel named Nameless Rangers. You'll know us because the icon, our logo is a Megazord, basically. We always had like a shelf that had like our, Power Ranger stuff or nerdy stuff or like a Megazord or action figures, and we always call it the Nerd Shelf. I don't think we're the only ones that have done this, but it's always been the Nerd Shelf, so it's always been the interesting topic of discussion, and we've always appreciated that. So that's where I got the idea for the name, the Nerd Shelf. It's all things nerdy. Talk to me, whatever you want. That's about nerdy. I don't have a recurring schedule right now for when I'll be on live next. But if you turn on your bell notifications, it'll give you a notification whenever I post and when I go live. So probably at some point I'm going to start a cadence of, doing it more regular, maybe like every Monday or Monday or Friday or something like that. But we'll see. Love to be back on here and talk to you guys more often. But until next time, I really, really appreciate you all. And just to cap it off, we got Marvel at 78% in DC. Is your wife? Oh, that's funny. She hates it. Because look at all the stuff. Look at this. I have all this stuff. I have an Iron Man. I got this guy. I was all hidden back there. I don't know if you guys could see it, but I have an Iron Man, Hot Toy, Batman. Yeah, no, I collect toys and I collect all things nerdy to me. So, hence the Nerd Shelf. So yeah, I have plenty of stuff that's riddled all over here that is super in the way. Power Rangers, Batman, Superman, all that stuff. I constantly ask the questions that I'm asking you guys. Who's the best Batman? What is the greatest Power Ranger season? All that stuff. Constantly asking her. No, she hates it. Loves it, but hates it. It's fun, but just, don't be overbearing about it, I guess. I would love to, but she just walked away. It was funny. She actually knocked on the door because she knew I was on live, and she, underneath the camera, handed me something to open, and I opened it, and I muted my mic, and I opened it real quick, and then I came off mute, and I just thought it was funny. She's actually baking Christmas cookies right now, which is going to be very delicious. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. Really means a lot to me. First one, almost an hour. Going to get back on here soon, and I love you guys. Thank you. Yeah, no, I love you guys. I said that. I did say it.